Who do you think wins in a fight, you or Prime Floyd?
Me.
No questions?
Why would you think that I would say Floyd? You know, that's one of my favorite fighters. But yeah, no.
A huge following because, I mean, he became the face of boxing.
And even
Terence Crawford has challenged Floyd Mayweather, claiming that defeating him would prove he's the best. After Canelo acknowledged that Crawford is superior to Floyd, the comparisons heated up, giving Crawford a chance to settle the debate. This follows Bud's response on the Ariel Helwani show regarding those comments.
You gotta have 4 arms.
I know.
And 6 eyes to be Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you?
Canelo has stepped into the ring with both of us. People can say what they want, but he has actually faced us firsthand, once when he fought at what he considered my best, and another time earlier in his career when he dealt with a rehydration clause that put him at a disadvantage. I don't base my judgment on that. Floyd was the best fighter of his era, and I believe I am the best fighter of mine.
Start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
Crawford wasn't avoiding the question. He's focused on building his own legacy rather than being compared to anyone else. But he also made it clear that if the question must be answered, it can only happen in the ring. For a fighter like him, the debate isn't decided by fans, journalists, or other fighters. It's settled by facing the man himself.
Terence Crawford, right now in the sport of boxing, is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now.
How good is Crawford?
Crawford is amazing, not just good. He's amazing, and
He said the same thing about you.
Thank you, Terence. But I think he should be in the book for
Really? Is that good?
how to learn boxing. You know.
Really?
For me, pound for pound, number 1 is Terence Crawford.
Since nothing has been officially confirmed, Crawford's next move remains uncertain. He has hinted at moving to middleweight, drawing reactions from current champions. Offers are already coming in, with one world champion even offering a title shot if Crawford moves up. That's the position he's in now. Every division from 160 to 168 pounds wants a fight with him, as stepping in the ring with Crawford guarantees global attention.
Who think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though.
Stephen A. Smith has also shared his thoughts on the Mayweather versus Crawford debate. Speaking about the hype after the Canelo fight, he highlighted what impressed him about Crawford's performance. "I'm not surprised. I predicted Crawford to win by decision. Looking at Canelo's career, it was clear he wasn't likely to be knocked out, especially by a smaller opponent. But did Crawford have the skill and power to keep Canelo at bay? For the most part, yes," Stephen A. Smith said.
We knew Crawford is a great fighter, and I did what I supposed to do, right? I tried for every way, and I trained really hard, and he deserved all the credit. No, I try my best to.
When asked if Crawford is better than Mayweather, Stephen A. Smith held back a bit. "I'm not going to sit here and say that. Floyd Mayweather was a defensive magician. Look at him once he moved up to welterweight. His hands were often injured, so he knew he wouldn't get many knockouts. Yet he still delivered masterful performances because his skill and defense were on another level." Even while praising Crawford, Smith emphasized Mayweather's defensive brilliance. The fact that this comparison is now a serious discussion highlights just how high Crawford's stock has risen.
How come you couldn't convince the man to slide down a few pounds, you understand, instead of having to go all the way up to 168? What was that about?
Well, my thing is this. He's the champion. I want to fight him. It wasn't the other way around. You know, so why put stipulations and rehydration clause and all these, you know, tactics to benefit me when I'm the one that's chasing him, when I'm the one that want to fight him. So it's going to make this victory.
The pound-for-pound rankings reflect this shift. Crawford leapfrogged Alexander Usyk to claim the top spot, pushing Usyk to number 2 and Naoya Inoue to number 3. Canelo dropped from 8th to 10th, allowing Shakur Stevenson and David Benavidez to move up. The rest of the top 10 remained the same, with Bivol, Berchelt, Rodriguez, and Nakatani holding 4th through 7th positions.
Fight you gotta study if you're Crawford. Crawford ain't Floyd, but he can do a Bivol. The problem is Bivol's a big dude. This is rough because this fight is only a matchup fight. Let me tell you what
It's not just about rankings. Crawford's performance against Canelo was one of those rare nights where a fighter operates on a completely different level. While the official scorecards favored Crawford, anyone who watched the fight knows it was far more dominant than the numbers suggest.
Who's the best boxer, in your opinion, right now?
I think it's Terence Crawford.
Many believe it's you. Many believe you're the best fighter.
No, I'm not the best fighter of the world. It's Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford, number 1, yeah?
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder openly stated that Crawford won every round. Talk Sports' Adam Catterall and Gareth A. Davies were also furious with the judges. Davies said, "I had it 9-3. I can just about see 8 rounds to 4. I cannot see 7 rounds to 5 from 2 of the judges." Catterall went further, calling it an absolute schooling and diabolical scoring. That's why Canelo, a fighter who rarely gives credit, admitted Crawford was better than Mayweather. "He's a great champion. He's a strong competitor," Canelo said after the fight. Coming from him, those words carry weight. He's faced both men, and in his eyes, Crawford achieved what Mayweather did not.
You think Crawford ran the whole fight that you didn't see it, or you were smoking that shit during the fight? Crawford outboxed him. He had too much speed for him, too much movement for him, and unexpected to many, he had too much power for him. Even Canelo admitted that he could not figure Crawford out. So give Crawford his respect now. Give this man his just due. He's the best fighter of this era, whether you like it or not. Congratulations to Terence Crawford. Goodbye.
Crawford, however, is already looking ahead. He stated that he plans to stay at his current weight. "I'm not going back down to 154. I'm comfortable. My motto is any weight class I ever moved up from, I never went back down," he told Stephen A. Smith on YouTube. At 168 pounds, he feels strong and sees his immediate future there. The only drop he might consider is to 160, but even that is a stretch. Dropping to 154 carries obvious risks, with younger, fresher, and stylistically dangerous fighters in that division.
68, we can make a super fight with Terence Crawford versus David Benavidez, and Terence Crawford would beat Canelo Alvarez, then turn around and fight the guy that Canelo Alvarez has avoided in David Benavidez. That would send a huge message to the sport of boxing. Now, what's interesting is a lot of people are going to say, well, can David make 168? I don't know if he can, but Turkey Al-Sheikh would offer him so much money.
Crawford nearly came undone against Israel Madrimov in 2024. And Madrimov isn't even the top fighter at 154. That division is stacked with dangerous names like Jiren Ennis, Bakram Murtasalia, Sebastian Fonder, and Virgil Ortiz Jr., all of whom bring styles that could make life very difficult for Crawford. Dropping back into that pool would be a risky move that could undo everything he's built. At 160, the challenge isn't danger but value. The division currently lacks star power. Promoters like Turkey Al-Sheikh, who bankroll many of the biggest events, want high-profile matchups. Crawford can't sell out Netflix or Diaz in pay-per-view while facing a no-name middleweight champion. That leaves fighters like Benavidez, Bivol, or Chris Eubank Jr., competitors with enough following to generate big money. Even then, Crawford's trainer Brian McIntyre isn't in a hurry. When asked directly about Benavidez, he told Fight.com, "No, we ain't doing that fight. No, we're not going to vacate the belts. We're just going to sit where we need to sit for a minute and then get back in the gym and do our thing." After 6 months of intense training for the Canelo fight, McIntyre wants Crawford to take a break, spend time with family, and recharge. Since 2020, Crawford has only fought once per year, and McIntyre doesn't plan to change that pace unless the right opportunity comes along.
Who? Canelo?
Turkey
People,
dropped.
you know, people
Turkey,
are talking about it.
Turkey hit it at that. He was like Benavidez.
Yeah, he
Turkey,
did.
So.
Turkey just posted that this morning, wondering if Benavidez can make 168. Maybe he has plans or ideas of maybe trying to match up Benavidez and Terrence Crawford.
No,
there.
man.
No, I ain't doing that fight. Maybe planning on vacating the belts.
No, we ain't gonna vacate the belts.
As for Jiren Ennis, who has been calling out Crawford for years, McIntyre didn't mince words. When asked if that's a fight Crawford would consider, he simply replied, "He don't want that." This leaves Crawford in a unique but powerful position. He has defeated the biggest available name, claimed the pound-for-pound top spot, and even forced Canelo to publicly say he's better than Mayweather. At the same time, he's being measured against legends in real time. Some, like Stephen A. Smith, still rank Floyd above him, while others, including Canelo, believe Crawford has already surpassed that standard. In Crawford's mind, if anyone wants the debate settled once and for all, there's only one way: step into the ring with Floyd Mayweather. What do you think about the current state? Share your thoughts below and subscribe for more updates.